Hello, everybody. They have actually called the name of the person on the warrant from Mexico that's wanted in the tragedy that happened with Shanquella, guys. Stay tuned, and once I do my disclaimer, we'll come right back with what we found. Thank you, guys. This video is being made for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes through the Fair Use Act. No copyright infringement is intended. In the case of a criminal act, please know that every individual is considered innocent until proven guilty by a court of law. Okay, guys. I told you all I'm up here every day doing my research, and today I found an article on March the 15th in the Charlotte Observer, which is the Charlotte newspaper, which is where Shanquella is from. Now, yesterday I did a video saying that the name was in a letter that was sent to the White House, but they did not say who the person was. But today, in this article and in a couple of more I have seen, they are actually naming the person who the warrant is listed for, and it's probably going to kind of mess up Mexico's case, and it's going to have to be turned over to the United States, and I'll tell you why later on that one. Yes, guys, this is the person that they have named on the warrant, as we all suspected anyway, because this is the person who we saw on the video that actually were putting paws on Shanquella that morning in the bedroom of the villa in CABO. Now, for those of you guys on the other side of the world and on the other side of the map who don't have the Charlotte Observer, I actually live very close. And guys, I'm going to go ahead on and do this article for you. It reads, the article reads, it is in the Charlotte Observer today, March the 15th, suspect in Shanquella Robinson's death named in a letter to the White House. A 26-year-old woman from North Carolina is wanted by police in CABO, Mexico, who are investigating the crossing over of Shanquella Robinson, according to lawyers who are employing U.S. officials to act on a pending extradition request. At a recent press conference and in a letter dated March 13th to President Joe Biden and diplomatic leaders, Attorney Ben Crump, who we see here, and Sue Ann Robinson said Daejhanae Jackson is wanted by Mexican authorities. A copy of the letter was shared with the Charlotte Observer on Tuesday by a representative with the law firm. The letter presents findings from a trip Sue Ann Robinson took to Mexico recently. The package of information includes 18 pages, which includes an autopsy and some prosecutor and police records not previously released. I'm going to be looking for that next, guys. Shanquella from Charlotte crossed over on October 29th under suspicious circumstances while on vacation with 6 acquaintances. She was 25. Previously, authorities in Mexico said a warrant was issued for the arrest of an American citizen who traveled with Robinson. The charge officials said then was femicide, a form of homicide. Part of the outcry and intense interest on the case revolves around how U.S. officials have handled the matters, including that no suspect had been taken into custody. Jackson, not officially named until recently, was believed by many following the case closely to be the suspect. Attention centered on claims that she was the person seen putting her paws on Robinson in the video just before she was crossed over. But until now, no public officials or entities responsible for sharing information about criminal cases have named the suspect. In Mexico, a federal law offers some protection pre-trial for those accused of crimes, and that's where I wanted to explain to you guys that Mexico law says that a suspect is considered innocent until they come to court and is proven guilty, and that it hurts their trial if the name of the person is released prior to them being coming in front of the judge. So that's why they won't release the name. So I would say that by the name being released here in the United States, it taints the Mexico case. And Mexico can actually say, we're going to throw it out because you all have tainted the case and you all have jeopardized us getting a conviction, which will leave it in the United States' hands. And let's see how they will react to it if this happens. Okay, back to the article, guys. In Mexico, a federal law offers some protection pre-trial for those accused of crimes, which typically means police there keep private certain documents, blur mugshots, and refrain from releasing full names when a person is arrested. But over the months, the identities of those dubbed the CABO 6 have come to light via leaks to media conversations with friends of people on the trip and a copy of vacation home check-in. In the letter to Biden, the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken, Crump, and Shanquella Jackson say Jackson, meaning Daejhanae, was identified as a suspect upon investigation by the Attorney General's office in Baja California Sur, where the popular vacation destination of Cabo San Lucia is located. Attorney Shanquella Robinson is not related to Shanquella Robinson. Now the article goes on to read in a different section. Who is Daejhanae Jackson? A criminal background check of Daejhanae Jackson shows 2 prior arrests in North Carolina, one on misdemeanor nonviolent offenses. In 2018, public records showed Jackson pleaded to a lesser charge on a speeding offense in Guilford County. Public records show Jackson's last known address is Jamestown, close to High Point, and the records show that she graduated from Winston-Salem University, which is also Robinson's alma mater. Previously, WSSU, Winston-Salem State University, released a statement saying none of those involved in Robinson's crossing over who attended WSSU are current students. Jackson, according to the letter from Crump and Robinson's law office, was one of 3 people who returned Robinson's luggage to her mother's home in Charlotte and told her mother Shanquella had crossed over of alcohol poisoning. But that explanation contradicts what official records say about Robinson's condition and crossing over. An autopsy indicates Robinson crossed over from severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, or a broken neck. The Charlotte Observer has previously reported, according to a statement to police from a doctor who was called to Cabo Villa on October 29th, Robinson was alive when medical help arrived and suffered a seizure. In the police report, the doctor observed Robinson had stable vital signs but was dehydrated, unable to communicate verbally, and appearing to be inebriated. No official record released has shown authorities deemed alcohol to be the leading cause of Robinson's crossing over, the Observer previously reported. Witnesses, the lawyers say, identified Jackson, meaning Daejhanae, as the person seen putting paws on Shanquella Robinson on the viral video that surfaced after her crossing over. A phone number listed for Jackson has been disconnected. The Observer has been unable to reach her. Extradition request in Shanquella Robinson's crossing over. In 4 months since her crossing over, the fight for Shanquella Robinson has moved from Charlotte to Washington, D.C., where the prominent civil rights activists are calling on President Joe Biden to intervene in her case. Crump and Robinson says the U.S. needs to either extradite the person named on the arrest warrant issued by Mexican officials or take over jurisdiction and prosecute that person in the U.S. There is an active FBI investigation into Robinson's crossing over, the agency confirmed in November. The Department of State previously told the Observer it would not comment on extradition matters. The Department of State supports a thorough investigation into the circumstances of this incident and is closely monitoring local authorities' investigations. We refer you to Mexican authorities for further questions regarding an investigation, the Department of State said. And guys, that's it. We have been waiting to hear what we already knew, that it was going to be Daejhanae who was named as the person who actually put her hands on and was responsible for the crossing over, allegedly responsible for the crossing over of this beautiful angel here. And it's been a long time, guys. This happened October the 29th. We are looking at today's date as being March the 15th. It is really time for someone to act on this, because the family needs closure and this beautiful angel deserves justice. It's time for somebody to be held accountable. Thanks for coming, guys. I truly appreciate you so much. I have to say, you guys have really been faithful to me as far as hanging in here with my updates on the Shanquella story, and I thank you for that. Also, I've learned that if you all tap that like button, that helps to move my video up in the rankings, and we want it to get out there for as many people to see as possible, because we want justice for Shanquella, and we want the world to know that we are seeking for it. Okay, guys. Again, thanks for coming. Now, I need to get you guys to do me one more favor. Can you go on for me and like this video? Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to get notifications immediately, then tap on that notification bell. Share the video. Share it on your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok pages. Share the video. And guys, you know I want to know how you feel about this, so I'm going to be waiting for your comments. Thanks again. Much love to you guys. Smooches now.